Hi, Dr. Joe from the Electric Hospital, and I'd just like to share with you a great tool that we have called the Empress Long Arm Quilting Machine. This is a super easy machine to use. It has stitch regulation, so the faster I move, the faster the machine runs. It's also built on a frame that's very adjustable, so we can make this the length to fit in your room, and we can make it the height that you are. So we can adjust both the height and the length to fit what you need. With the stitch regulation, we can do some great pantographs. We can also do some free motion stuff. As I start this machine, it ties a little knot for me, and then the faster I move it, the faster it runs. And if I want to do a slower speed or a shorter stitch, I can shorten my stitch, or if I want to do a long stitch, we can lengthen our stitch. And then if we want to do some speed regulated mode, so if we want to do some intricate work, we have the option of turning this on, getting right down there, sitting next to it, getting right down next to it, and put it in at speed regulated, and now it's going to be a constant speed, and I can do my little intricate pebbling or thread painting. Built on a marine grade Baltic ply frame makes this a really steady table, and it's real intuitive how to do it. I mean, the clamps are fantastic. They have a quick disconnect to adjust the rollers. You can see when they're engaged, and you lock them in there, tighten it up. One of the great things about the quilt frame is that it's so much easier to put a quilt on a frame and get all the wrinkles out of it than it is to try to base those 3 layers together that you spent so much time doing. And when you're doing the quilting with a long arm machine, you really get to enjoy enhancing the piecing that you've done yourself. Because one of the great things about quilting is the creative outlet, and being able to add that creativity to that creative outlet you put together in the piecing is just a great benefit. This has a really great natural light so that you can see what it's going to look like in the daylight. It has a tension release. It has the option of putting the needle up and down so that when I want to cut my threads off, I can just move my machine and clip the threads. Now when I want to remove my bobbin, I can just slide it over to the side there, and it's real easy to reach out and take the bobbin out. As we're sewing, this is winding a bobbin at all times, and it uses the really big M-style bobbins. So I stick my new bobbin in there that's full because I was winding one as I sewed, and I just snap that in there, and we're ready to go back and sew again. So we just start our machine, and if we're doing stitch regulated, there we are again. If I pause for a second, it'll tie it off, so then I can make my perfect little... One of the fun things to do with the Empress Long Arm Quilter is to do pantographs, where we have a design on the back side that we're going to follow with our laser. So first we're going to clear a clean spot here to do a pantograph, and I'm going to show you how easy that is to do. I just unlock our bungee clamps, and we just roll this quilt until we have a nice clear spot to do our designs. And then we just tighten things back up and put our bungee cords on here that have the quick release. And then I'm going to crawl back in the hole there next to the wall, and we will turn on the laser. So I now have my controls on the back of the machine, and I'm doing stitch regulated, and I turn them on. And one of the beauties of this is nobody's going to know what this pattern was like because they don't have it with them. So you don't have to worry about following this in a perfect manner. You just follow the lines about where they are. It's kind of like just driving down the road there. And you just kind of have some fun with it. It helps to put some good music on when you're doing this, or hum to yourself. But this is a really quick way to put a lot of quilting down on a quilt that looks very nice. Good quilting can make a quilt top pop, and that's when your quilting enhances the fine piecing that you've done already. Thank you. Come visit us at the Electric Hospital.